The question before me today is, why did I get involved in the work of juvenile justice? It all started with me back in October of 2007 when my son was arrested at the age of 14. And I was prompted to begin a search to find out what resources were in my community for young people who were deemed at risk and young people who were getting involved in the system arbitrarily just because of basic childlike behavior. I learned very quickly that our system is broken and it needs to be fixed. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we have parents who are willing to advocate and go the extra mile. Only if we have systems that are willing to hear the voices of those parents who are willing to advocate and go the extra mile. If we're willing to employ real practices that keep children engaged in their communities and not have them locked up in cages. So since 2007, I've founded my own organization, Renewed Minds, and I've partnered with many national organizations across the country, including the Campaign for Youth Justice and Justice for Families, to make sure that the importance of the family voice is heard at every stage of the process of this thing we're calling juvenile justice reform. I'm still afraid for young people. My son is a grown man now, but I have a grandson, and I'm concerned for him. I'm concerned because of racial disparities that exist. I'm concerned because our system, even though has made tremendous strides, still has a long way to go. And I'm concerned that on a local level, many of our states have neglected to really take seriously the impact of the family voice. And so I'm committed. I'm committed to stay in the fight. I'm committed not just for my son, but for all the other sons and daughters who are involved in a system that is unjust, a system that believes children belong in cages. We can't have that anymore. And until that stops, and until the system begins to understand that we as families and as parents are not going anywhere, we as communities are not going anywhere, and that we want change and we want to be a part of that change, then it seems that this will be a long road and a hard-fought battle. But in the end, ultimately, we will win.